technique is evading the storms. When you hear a technique name that has the word storm in it, you know it's going to be a club. Now we're going to have to ask you to use your wild imagination for this technique because we neglected to bring a club with us when doing these today. So we're going to use this club-like knife. It's actually a club. It just looks like a plastic knife, but it's really a club. So, evading the storm, evading obviously means to get out of the way. You will notice with this technique an eerie similarity to a yellow belt technique. Attacking mace, except we are leaving out the punch. So I'm going to show you what it is real quick, and then we'll look at it from both sides and talk about it. This is an overhead club. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, leap, leap, and cross out. Again, let's move back a little bit on the other side. Here it comes again. Leap, leap, leap. All right, so we're going to discuss this one. Overhead club attack. Some people I've seen when they do this, we'll do it slowly, they want to add in a snapping break here. That's an advanced thing if you want to play with that. That is not what we're expecting our lower belts to know how to do. If you want to play with it, that's fine. My preference for doing this one is just we're not actually even really blocking this. It's evading, we're getting out of the way. The block is there, so it's in position to grab. Ideally, what we want to do is have that go by as much as possible. And we're catching it on the way down. That way, we don't have to use our arm and our force. So this is not something where we're going to stop there and go, dun, 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 I'm doing a power block. What you want to do is just have it a glancing block there. It's just an on-the-way block to something else. So, let's make sure we've got a good one. As he comes over with the overhead, this hand is going to come up. You notice my left hand is sort of checking. You can do a parry if you want. Ideal phase, we're not going to put it in there, but if you want to play with it later, you can. What I'd like the lower belts to do is to do part of an upper block that's really, because he's already on the way down. We're just catching this and riding it down to grab his wrist. So it's going to come down and grab. Again, that same shape that we just saw in Obscure Sword just a little bit ago, coming around a circle. We're doing that same thing for Evading the Storm. It's coming up and over. So this time we're grabbing the wrist, keeping hips back, doing a right wheel kick to the midsection. Again, keep your hips back. A lot of people are extended out here and say, I can't reach. Well, that's why. So keep your hips back, wheel kick here, sliding down the leg, just like we saw in the elbow techniques. Uppercut, back behind the other side where we'll be sealing the breath. Then from here, we're going to do a knee, solid knee to the back of the thigh, which it just hurts like the dickens. You're not going to collapse. You're not going to. 1, 2, and drop. You don't want to kick up so hard this way that he does what Ron started to do and lift his leg up. That's not the goal. The goal is to just hit those nerves that are back there. He has all his weight from here. He's going to have his weight forward. So as it comes down here, he's got his weight already on there. Driving it down, chances are he's not going to be moving his foot forward. So if the uke is doing that, let's go back and remember what just happened right before that and where the weight is and weight distribution is to let you know what's the uke's most likely response. So let's take a look at it again from the other side. We're going to be doing an upper block that really is just that same shape that we saw in Obscure Sword. As you're stepping off line, yanking here, checking his height, width, and depth on this one because he's coming down in. Keeping hips back for a wheel kick. You're going to slide down with to the inside of his, it's to the outside of his knee, but pushing his knee inward, checking it off. That's going to keep him from doing anything here or hitting me anywhere else. Knee, drop. You're going to be dropping, hopefully, when he's coming down, you're going to hit right here on his, hard to make sure we can see it in the video, you're going to hit right on top of his Achilles tendons right here. When you are the uke, make sure you lay your leg flat, your foot flat. You want it with the top of your foot flat onto the ground. In the event that the person doing the technique lands harder than intended, you don't want to snap your ankle. That would be bad. Anywhere where we get hurt is bad. All right, that is Evading the Storm.